They won the IPL in 2022. They were the runners up in 2023, but they didn't even qualify for the playoffs in 2024. We are talking about Gujarat Titans, and welcome to another episode of IPL Auction Strategy, and where we discuss about the weakness of a franchise and which players they should actually bid for come the IPL auction. Siddhant, Gujarat Titans, and they'll probably go in with a purse of 69 crore rupees. Do you first of all feel that that's enough, or
Middling. After looking at Punjab Kings' 110.5, everything will look like, अरे ये तो बहुत कम है.
है ही नहीं.
बहुत कम है. But 69 is not bad at all.
Because 69 crore with the Gujarati, I think that is way less. They can probably shell out.
No, but they know how to utilize their money also judiciously.
Absolutely.
So the Gujus know it, and I think with Gujarat Titans also they have made a few smart retentions. I think Sai Sudarshan, like
that's actually
Gill, Rashid Khan. I'm not even talking about,
but
because
so smart of Shubman Gill. So smart of Shubman Gill.
So smart of Shubman Gill that he said that retain Rashid Khan as your first retention. Because he knew the
would have been a
it does not happen, Rashid Khan would have left. So that is done.
At the end of the day, Shubman Gill had to captain and needed Rashid Khan.
So Rashid and Shubman we knew, but Sai Sudarshan I think is a good pick. I think we have seen that boy suddenly grow into such a classy player. I think with Sai Sudarshan, last season we saw so many great things from him, right? I think we're going to see an even better season from him this time around. Very underrated for me. That guy has a lot of talent, and I think it'll all come out. Like everybody knows about his talent, that's why they've retained him. But we'll see even more.
What about Shah Rukh Khan?
Shah Rukh Khan, I am actually surprised. Rahul Teotia also 4 crores or something.
4 crores.
That is fine, boss. That guy has finished so many games for you. That guy comes and like he was not even supposed to be this batter.
I thought first season was a fluke, but then he did season after season.
For Rajasthan, he did it. For Gujarat, he has done it. So तेवटिया भाई साहब मजेदार, आपको 4 करोड़ में रिटेन कर लिया, बहुत ही उम्दा. Shahrukh Khan, I am actually a little surprised because every time Shahrukh Khan has fetched some big money at the auction, he hasn't performed.
This time, domestic cricket, that guy's big
boss. I remember that one. What Syed Mushtaq Ali match?
Where he finished that match.
Wicket, 6-3-8 and won them the game on the final ball and won the tournament. So Shahrukh Khan has done a lot of things in domestic cricket, but in IPL, let's face it, really hasn't been up to the mark. Punjab Kings paid the price for it because they got him for such huge amounts in the past and never played that well. Gujarat last season, he gave glimpses, to an extent, glimpses where we could see, okay, you need a 30 of a 10 ball, 12 ball from your finisher, right?
But I think as a unit, there were a lot of things that needed to be changed and a lot of things that had to fall in place for Gujarat to do well, which didn't. And I think on top of it, captaincy, yes,
a young leader, and I think in terms of experience also, Gill. IPL, people might say a lot of captains, captain in the IPL, they have no prior captaincy experience and everything. But IPL is tough. Every game can take a toll on you. And yes, it's great for Shubman Gill's development overall that he's captaining the side. But last year, maybe that was the missing piece. Because you see, previously they're doing so well. Yes, there were a couple of players that were not available to them during the IPL. Hardik Pandya had left, Mohammad Shami wasn't there, and that was a big dent to the confidence. And in addition, their last 2 games, if I'm not wrong, in the IPL last season were washed out. So they could only finish with 12 points and in 8th place.
They were anyway out of contention by then, yeah.
Yeah, but even
could have finished with 14.
Yeah, 14, but not 12.
Because they got 1 point each from the 2 games. Nah.
But I'm saying if RC would not have won their final game and maybe they had a chance. I'm saying to an extent, Gill's captaincy, yes, he's very raw, and we really haven't seen whether he is that captain everyone expects him to be. Because as a young leader, everybody compared him with Virat Kohli, that maybe he's gonna be the next Virat Kohli, next big thing in Indian cricket. But
he is actually the next Virat Kohli, yeah, as far as captaincy is concerned. And that's a joke.
I'm not convinced by the fact that he's the next Virat Kohli.
Not talking about test
batting also,
not test cricket. In test cricket, yes, Virat Kohli was very good. But then
no, but let's see how Gill fares. I think for Gujarat's success, I think Ashish Nehra was a great coach. But in terms of captaincy, I'm really unsure what you will get. Very
Actually,
unexpected team. And another problem, with them was Gill and Sai Sudarshan would get them good starts. Then suddenly you will feel there's a big lull.
yeah.
Even though there was David Miller in the side, there are players like Abhinav Manohar and even Shah Rukh Khan to an
So
extent later
Miller
on.
came
But
out to bat for them at number 5, and what followed after that was Shah Rukh Khan, Rahul Tewati, and Rashid Khan.
that middle order, I think not just middle order, like number 4, number 5, and number 6, I think they're very crucial positions.
Yeah.
Yes, 30 and all have done well to an extent in those
Tewati
slots.
and all.
But Miller also, I'm saying the first season you saw what the Gujarat won that first season in the IPL, their first season in the IPL, because there were 3-4 players doing so well together. There was somebody or the other taking
Right.
that responsibility. I think if I'm not wrong, there were 3 guys who scored more than 400 runs for them in that season, IPL 2022. Shubman Gill, David Miller, and Hardik Pandya. And I
Yeah.
think they need something like that. You can't just depend on Shubman Gill and Sai Sudarshan to do all the scoring. And with Riddhiman Saha also, I think his time is gone.
Really pops. And even and since you're talking about their weakness, I think the biggest weak link last year for them was their pace bowling as well.
With
You
no
didn't
Mohammad
have Shami,
Shami.
you had Mohit Sharma, who was leaking runs like crazy, and in one
What?
match he actually
Highest
actually he was hit for over
73.
70 runs,
73, I
and
think.
that was the most costliest spell in IPL history. Not just that, in the whole season, he was actually hit for over 400 runs in 39 overs, and that's at an economy of 10.
More than 10 for sure. So, yeah.
So yes, and Sandeep Warrier, they got him midway. He was also taken for plenty and was actually at an economy of 10.
But he still got some wickets. I thought he performed well in
In
patches.
one match, yes, he did well. But then, if your bowler is being hit,
They
for
also
over
had
10
Spencer
economy,
Johnson, who was one of their big buys because of what the guy had achieved in BBL, in the T20 Blast. I think Spencer Johnson really wasn't up to the mark for them. One guy who did decently well for them, I think, was Noor Ahmed in spin, and apart from
Spinners,
Rashid
yes,
Khan,
obviously,
and,
spin.
Joshua Little also to an extent, some wickets here and there.
Joshua
But
Little,
Joshua Little's also been expensive, by the way, guys.
He's gonna go unsold.
So maybe he'll go unsold, but another left armer pacer, what 2 crores also if he gets, he might be
2
there.
crores, yeah, come on.
You never know, boss. You need to get 20-25 players, 2 crores you can spend on
Yeah,
one guy.
69 crores, yeah. I doubt. 2 crores they may as well spend.
No, but they've already got 4 players, right?
Yeah,
So
they've got
opening.
five players.
So let's talk about. We have discussed their problems. Pace attack, yes. Middle order.
Since
issue.
we're talking about
And
pace
even-
attack,
yeah.
so players that they're targeting, can we say that they can actually bring back Shami if he's fit?
See, when Shami, clearly they did not keep him in
Because
their
with
retention
Punjab
list.
Kings, Arshdeep Singh का तो अलग ही scene हो गया.
Retention
But they
list.
can actually, because उन्होंने unfollow नहीं करा था अभी तक.
Also, retention list का scene अलग है. With Mohammad Shami, you're not sure about his fitness level right now.
Yeah.
Maybe that is the reason why they did not retain him. Also, they would have to retain him for a higher price. Maybe Shami will not go for as big a price as he would have been if he was retained. So maybe that is how they're looking at, because let's face it, he's coming back from a long injury, wasn't picked for the Border Gavaskar Trophy also. So there's still no real clarity on how fit he is.
That's true.
So anybody who's signing him up will be taking a chance. So maybe, but let's also remember that Shami, every time he has put on that Gujarat Titans jersey, that guy has been taking wickets. I was talking about how I used to have him in my fantasy teams, and I would make him captain or vice captain, and I'd always at least recover whatever I had put in. That is how good Shami was for them when he was playing for them. So
also the fact that since you will not have Saha to open anymore,
we need to look at an opener,
and probably they
explosive.
actually don't need Saha to open. Yeah, come on, even
I think
if they had him,
they need somebody very explosive, because Gill and Sai Sudarshan both are 2 guys, who can hit the ball. Yes, who can hit big shots also, but are probably from that Virat Kohli school.
Jake Fraser,
Jake
when
Fraser.
you're talking about explosive opener,
I was talking about Virat Kohli school of batting for Shubman Gill and Sai Sudarshan.
you're still comparing Gill with Virat Kohli
In terms of how they start off and how they want to accelerate later on in the inning mostly. But I think you are correct. Jake Fraser McGurk could be the perfect choice. One end Shubman Gill, who's biding his time, like wants
Can
to
I give a
anchor the
disclaimer?
innings. wants to anchor the
Any
teams.
player that we are speaking of as of now, it's because of the given the fact that Punjab Kings aren't going after them.
Punjab
That's a disclaimer. Because if they decide to go after certain players, then
Punjab
they'll
Kings
have
can
them.
outbid at least almost 95% of the
They can
players
probably
anybody
make
would
two
saw.
teams and try out different combinations कि यहाँ पे हमारे domestic matches में ये खेलेंगे, बाहर दूसरी टीम जा रही है.
But yeah, for Gujarat, love
They can be a
Jake.
Punjab Kings, eh?
Unless and until Ricky Ponting or somebody, even Delhi might go for him. You never know, Jake Fraser McGurk again. But that guy can be totally explosive.
Devastating.
And you know, on that at that Narendra Modi Stadium with that flat wicket, if they get, an Aussie will milk some crazy runs.
Since
along
we are
with
talking
it.
about flat tracks, can we also have Ishan Kishan in probably?
Oh, Ishan Kishan as an opener, as a wicketkeeper, that's a great choice.
Because Saha bhi nahi hoga, so they need a wicketkeeper as well. So
Actually, now that you look at it, Jake Fraser McGurk is secondary in my opinion. अरे गुजरात का और ईशान किशन में connection भी तो है पहले से. Gujarat Lions had Ishan Kishan playing for
don't
them.
say that, yaar. Come on, why
So
would you
maybe
bring that
Gujarat
up?
Titans also will have Ishan Kishan, and because Mumbai anyway can't do any RTM now, maybe Ishan Kishan will be heading to play alongside his good mate Shubman Gill. Let's not forget
Mumbai
Ishan Kishan and Shubman Gill are great friends also.
Mumbai has a. Also, they cannot do an RTM.
They cannot.
So
Mumbai don't have an
uncapped
RTM.
karna padega. Uncapped
Mumbai
karna
don't
padega.
have an RTM.
They have an RTM, but they can only use it for an
No,
uncapped
RTM
Indian.
you could have done for. हाँ मतलब.
Uncapped के लिए कर सकते हैं.
But आप देखो.
ईशान किशन अनकैप्ड भी तो हो गया 5 साल से खेला कहाँ है.
No, he has. Ishan Kishan and Shubman Gill, the
Like
bond.
कैसी रहा है?
अरे the bond between both of them, Ishan Kishan, Shubman Gill.
अरे
It could be a huge thing.
आ रहा है ये.
आ रहा है. हमने मान लिया है कि Shubman Gill कह रहा है ईशान को लेके आओ.
Even if Ishan Kishan
रीले
doesn't
भी
get
साथ
to Gujarat
बनाएंगे.
Titans,
रीले भी साथ बनाएंगे.
अगर गुजरात टाइटंस ने नहीं लिया, मैं फिर भी आईपीएल में उसको अब गुजरात टाइटंस का ही मानूंगा.
But okay, Ishan Kishan we have locked on as one great choice. I think in middle order because Tewatia and Shah Rukh Khan later
I don't
on,
have Miller anymore.
they don't have Miller. They need a number 4, perhaps
Number
number 5. David Miller again could be a choice, but what about Marcus Stoinis? Hardik Pandya, you know, went away. You need a bowling option also.
I think Marcus Stoinis in IPL is definitely a very good bet for any team.
He's really good for
Remember that 100 that he scored in Chennai and won them the game single-handedly. And he bowls as well. He's a Hulk, powerful man. I think yes, Marcus Stoinis can be that guy that they
Marcus
go
Stoinis
after.
could be one guy they are looking to go after.
But knowing LSG, I think they probably can also
him.
go after him and use their right to match card. But then let's see. I think they should probably try and get him in.
At the end of the day, at the end of the day, what happens also with auctions is you might want to have this player, but you don't get that player because there are 9 other teams.
You never know when that player's name comes up in the auction.
Because at times, you know,
difference.
That's what happened with Chahal, if you remember. Last time he was the last spinner out of the bag, and that is why he did not get that bigger price also, because everybody was worried whether they would be able to get another big spinner. That's why Hasaranga went to RC for such a huge amount. So that can happen to anybody, any franchisee, and let's see. But yes, Stoinis along with Miller again, good choice for that number 4, number 5 slot, as we are talking about.
Right. So these are the players that we feel that they can go after. If you, like every time we ask you to name your players, if you think Gujarat Titans should get in this player or your favorite player, do comment and tell us, and we'll probably we can make another video where we can take people's suggestions.
And then we will discuss them.
Yeah.
For each franchisee, we can discuss them if you guys give us enough. But उसके लिए comment करना पड़ेगा दोस्तों.
Yes. So that thank you so much everyone for watching, and do keep supporting us. And as
Liking,
Siddhant always
sharing,
says,
subscribing. Please do all that for us.
Yes.
And as I always say, as Love pointed out, please encourage us. Don't abuse us.
No, our audience
They actually don't abuse us.
Yeah, they don't
They
abuse us.
disagree with us.
Hardik Pandya thodi.
No, they disagree with us sometimes, which is completely fine. Because you see, we also have our opinion, you also have your opinion. We might agree to disagree. At the end of the day, it's all an opinion, right? That we are discussing. You should also have your opinion and put it in the comments for us to look at.
Yeah, so since I said that I'm Hardik Pandya nahi and we don't even have a Sanjay Manjrekar who would say that behave.
Hey, behave guys, behave. Anyway, thank you for watching, guys.